Hi to all the Form 5 students. Welcome to my channel. Today we want to have a short maths class to discuss a few questions on differentiation. Hi to all the Form 5 students. How are you? Right now I'm doing recording to teach you a few questions on differentiation. Again, because many students told me they are actually forgotten about the differentiation that they learned in Form 4. So I will spend a few minutes with you to discuss maybe 2 or 3 differentiation questions for today. Let's follow my video teaching. So now I'm writing something for you. So please do follow my channel. I will try to upload video teaching when I'm free. Okay, so I hope I can help you to prepare for your trial exam coming soon. For those of you who can't afford to go to tuition, maybe you can try to follow my channel. I will try to help you to prepare for your SPM exam. Alright? Okay, no problem. We can learn in many ways. Okay, let's see this question. Find the equation of the normal to the curve. So whenever you see equation of normal, you underline. Okay, and then you should know that normal and tangent, okay, are very, very important. So when you see normal, you just label as M2. You need the gradient of normal. And then dy dx we assign as m1. We stick to m1 for dy dx. Every time we do, we say dy dx is m1 and m2 is gradient of normal, because tangent is a straight line that making a right angle with normal. So m1 times m2 must be equal to -1. So let's dy dx. First of all, you change 2x plus 6x -1 to the power, then you differentiate, become 2 minus 6x -2, right? Okay, then you have to write in fraction. Okay, easier for you to substitute. Okay, don't substitute without change to the fraction. So you substitute the 2 into the dy dx. So 6 over 4 is 3 over 2, right? Okay, so you simplify. Okay, so you double check. So your dy dx is 1 over 2. So then your m2 should be 2 over 1 but negative, right? Because when you want to get the product of m1, m2 is equal to -1, you have to make sure you inverse and then you make it negative, alright? Okay, so your m2 is actually the gradient of normal, or else you use a formula m1 times m2 equal to -1, then you get -2 also, right? Okay, so now we have the gradient of normal. Normal is a straight line, remember? Tangent also a straight line. So when you want to form the straight line, you have two methods. Okay, is using formula or you use y equal to mx plus c. So I use a formula. Actually, this is gradient formula. Y minus y1 equal to mx minus x1. So y equal to -2x plus 12. This one I can get the equation directly. Alright, I don't have to find the c. But if you use the max method, y equal to mx plus c, so no problem. You can just substitute the point carefully and then you find your c. And you'll get your c is the same, 12. Right? Okay? So your c is 12. So after that, you don't forget to write in equation form. Okay? Your c is 8 plus 4. So you will get the c equal to 12 also, right? Now you have to rewrite again your -2x plus 12. It's the same. Alright? Okay, I think you're no problem, right? Your math is good. So this is the equation of normal, alright? So in future, if you see question with tangent and normal, this is how you do. Paper 1 very famous. Okay, these are the answer that I want to show you. Okay, differentiate, you get 1 mark. Then you find your dy dx, you get 1 mark. And then you form the equation of normal, you get another 1 mark. So altogether you got 4 marks for the paper 1 question. Okay, now we go to number 2. Number 2, they give you f double prime. You see or not? Double prime means d2y dx squared. Okay, you're asking to differentiate twice. So they give you fx. So first of all, we will find f prime x. F prime x is dy dx. It's not function, not inverse function, okay? So f double prime x is differentiate your dy dx. Differentiate with that d dx, okay? That's called differentiate. The symbol for differentiate is d dx. So you got d2y dx squared. That's how you write the symbol, okay? We call it second derivative sometimes. Dy dx is first derivative, alright? There are so many names for that. So make you very confused, right? Okay, from the function, okay, I want to differentiate the function. So you can make it y and then you do dy dx. Then after that you change to the symbol f prime x. No problem. Alright? So the formula for, you remember there is one formula for chain rule, ax plus b to the power n. Then when you differentiate, what you get? You have to bring the n down, remember? Then copy the whole thing, right? Then the power minus 1, right? Remember? Okay, then don't forget times the coefficient of the x. This is a step that many students forget. So remember, you have to times the coefficient of the x, right? Okay, so we will use this formula. Once we see the y's given the power which is more than 2 or negative, sometimes the power, we will use this formula. So you just bring the 3 is the power, right? Alright, you bring down the 3. You can also write fx as y, no problem. The same. Okay, so now we want to differentiate using formula. So you can actually write dy dx or f prime x, no problem. Okay, so I try to use y because we used to write dy dx, right? So f prime x is a bit troublesome for us. 3 bring down, copy everything. 3 minus 1, 2. Don't forget you have to differentiate the x squared. Okay, so you get 2x. Now you have to simplify dy dx equal to 6x x squared plus 3 to the power of 2. This is only the first time you differentiate, right? But the question asking you to differentiate how many times? Twice. So I have to differentiate again. Okay, so that is the answer. Let's do now. I will show you the answer later on. So that's how the answer given. They actually expand everything, and then they do the same. 3x squared plus 3 power 2 2x, right? Then got the same answer, but they expand the answer, right? Before they simplify and then do the second time of differentiation. Alright, there are many methods. You can use many methods to do. So okay, so this is actually the answer for second time. I haven't do yet, so now I'm going to do the second time for the dy dx. Okay, now from there I'm going to do one more time of d2y dx squared. Okay, so let me just expand the bracket first. X4, then 2 times 3 is 6x squared plus 9. Then I actually expand. Okay, I don't want to use u times v, a bit troublesome for me. Alright, so I got 6x5 plus 36x cubed plus 54x, right? Okay, now I can start to differentiate because I have axn. So let's check, correct? Okay, right, 6x5 36x cubed plus 54x. Now let's do again. This is a dy dx. Okay, let me check again. Let's check again before we proceed. So now I'm going to differentiate for one more time. I write as f double prime x. So 3, 5, 6, 30x 4 plus 108x squared I did a mistake, right? I write power 5, right? So now I want to change with f double prime x equal to 30x for, yes, 108x squared plus 54. This is the answer for second derivative, right? 30x4 plus 10x squared plus 54. Okay, no problem. This is the second derivative. So let's check the answer. 30x4, correct. Okay, this is the right answer. Alright, you can use this method or you can use UV, the product law. Okay, no problem. You can use U times V, du dx, then you do dv dx, but a bit troublesome. You have to cross multiply, then you plus, then you have to factorize. This is the part that I don't like it. You have to take out the common factor, you know, and then factorize to the simplest form. Alright, okay, so U times V is a bit troublesome. We have to factorize to get the simplest answer. Okay, must factorize completely. Okay, alright, must, it's a must to factorize completely. Settle? So second derivative, no problem. Now I will go to the next question. I'll discuss one more question. I try to make it short. If not, you feel very boring. Listen to my voice, right? So long. If I do half an hour, you feel very boring, right? Okay, one more before we end the video teaching. Okay, number 3. This one is rate of change, very important. Okay, the radius of spherical balloon is decreasing at the rate of 0.5 centimeter per second. Find the rate of change of volume of the balloon when the radius is 5 centimeter. So what I underline is a spherical balloon. Okay, decreasing is very important. It means you have to put a negative sign later on. Okay, when increase, you put a positive sign. Alright, so now I just copy down the first sentence. Rate, okay, radius, decrease, rate. Okay, so when you see decrease means different, there's a change. So I will write radius will change, right? Change means the radius got different. So I will write dr over dt. When you see rate, is always compared with the time. So that is the first term I will write. You need to have 3 terms. Every time when you do rate of change, you must have 3 terms. So the first term is from the sentence, you write down dr dt. Okay, understand? Okay, not difficult, right? Just write dr dt for the first term. Okay, so first of all, you know sphere. So you write the formula for sphere. Alright, so normally when they give you the formula, I mean when you give you the geometrical shape, you write the formula, then you just differentiate from the formula. That is second term actually. Second differentiation. You need to have 3 terms of differentiation. So I'm going to do dv dr later on. Okay, so I got 2 already, right? I got number, the third one, it should be what they ask you. Okay, also you have to write down. So they say find what? Find the rate of change. The rate means dt. So what is going to over the dt? The rate of change of volume. Okay, so that means you have to write dv dt. So that is what they ask you to find. So you understand the question. Okay, then you write down accordingly. It's always over time, dt. So if really cannot do, you follow my step. You read the question carefully. Okay, then you convert to d something over dt. Alright, so you must have 3 terms of d something. 3 terms. That means you have to write how many times of d? 6d. Okay, now I have 3 terms already. Now I want to write down the 3 terms. So I will start with which one? You can start with any one. You write down first the information based on the question. So right now I'm going to write dr dt. This is given in the question. Negative. Why negative? Because of the decreasing. Negative 0.5. Right? Then okay, I will write the second one. What I will write, you think? I think, let me think what to write. Either I write third one from the question, or I can differentiate the volume to get dVdr. Okay, I write dVdt is equal to I'm not sure. I'm asking to find, so I will write question mark lah. Okay, so I got dRdt already. Now I'm thinking what to write now. So next I think I will differentiate the volume later. So this one dVdt is asking by question, so I'm not sure. So I have to write, yeah, you can put X actually, or put a question mark. So now from the volume, I will do dVdr. Why I do dVdr? Because the radius change, the volume will change. So I get 4 pi r square, right? Alright, understand? If you don't understand, that means you just assuming your V is a Y, your R is your X, then you do dy dx, something like that. But you don't write dy dx, okay? You write dVdr, because our variable is not Y and X. The Y is representing by volume, and the X is representing by the radius. Okay? X and Y are variable. It can be any variable, right? Okay, now we equal to 4 over 3 pi r cubed. So I'm going to do dVdr again, 4 pi r squared, because 3 times 4 over 3, you cancel out the 3, right? So, okay. Now, it seems I have written 6D, 3 terms. Okay, each term consists of 2D. Alright, so the question is asking you to find dVdt. Remember what I teach you? You write dV, you write dt, then you fill in with the dr, right? Okay, so now you just substitute. Substitute, then you will get the answer. Isn't it easy? Easy, right? So now let's substitute. Okay, our dVdr just now, the radius given, isn't it? Right, so we just substitute the dRdt. Actually, you just get the information, the right information from the question, and convert to d something over d something. Then after that, you will get the answer. Okay, so finally, after you substitute, you must put your radius into the dVdr. Okay, then the 4 pi r square. Let's check what is the radius given. Okay, radius is given, right? Just now, did you read the question? Alright, so we'll substitute the radius. Let's see, where is the radius? 5 cm, right? Is it 5 cm? Okay, 4 pi 25, right? Okay, now you just simplify. 4 times 25 is 100, right? Yeah, 100. So your answer is still negative because the radius decrease, of course, the volume will decrease also, right? So your answer is negative. It shows that the volume is decreased. Okay, so if you don't want to write, you have to mention the volume is decreased with 50 pi. The negative must be there. Okay, I think I didn't write. Please write for me the negative. I highlight already. See, negative. Yes, it is a must write negative 50 pi. Okay, yeah, yes, that is the right answer. Without negative, they will minus your mark, because no negative means increase, got negative means decrease. There is a very much difference between increase and decrease. Alright, that's the end of the class. Bye, have a nice day. Thank you for supporting my channel. Bye.